Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Red Dead Online and we're bringing you I guess you could call it a guide. We're going to be talking about stranger missions today. So basically, I've picked out the 7 stranger missions out of all the stranger missions available. And I've picked out the 7 that I think are the most fun to replay, whether this is something you have to do for daily challenges or you're just looking for something fun to do. These 7 missions are the ones that I think are definitely the most fun and most replayable. So just in summary for stranger missions, there are 19 people across the map that you can get missions from, and I'll just show you them quick. So if you go on your map, you click index and then you go over to missions, you'll be able to just go through them all individually, and this is great because that way you don't have to try remembering where each one is. You can just go in here and check on them. So you've got Alden, Angus, Anthony Foreman, Black Bell, Bonnie McFarlane, Flacco Hernandez, Hamish Sinclair, Hector, Jake Adler, James Langton, Joe, Mama Watson, Sean McGuire, Shaky, Sheriff Foreman, Tammy, the boy, Thomas over here in LaGraw, Trelawney over here by Rhodes, and that's all of them. So there are 19 people that you can get missions from, and between them there are 16 missions, so 16 variations. Now you go to each one of them and there's going to be between 2 and 7 different things that you can choose from each one of these places, and I don't think that the cooldown timers between the missions share, so if you do a supply run for one of them, you can go do a supply run for another one of them right away. So there's just a ton of these you can do at any given time, but the variety of them is there are actually only 16 different ones. Out of those 16, there are 7 that I really enjoy doing and just for fun will constantly do. So that's what we're going to be showing you today. So the first type of mission I want to talk about today is called the Early Execution Mission. And this one is, I mean, the title kind of tells you exactly what it is, but it's one of the most fun ones, and it's one that you can get from multiple of the different strangers. Anthony Foreman is one of the strangers that you can get this one from. You can also get it from Black Bell. You can get it from The Boy. Mama Watson offers this one. James Langton offers this mission, and Shaky offers this mission. So just in simple terms, I mean, they describe it pretty good here. It says, take the law into your own hands and hasten the death sentence of outlaws in transport. So to do this one, your honor needs to be low enough, so you need to be at least down at the halfway point where the honor bar starts to turn red. I find that pretty easy to do. You just go on a rampage or kill a bunch of sedated animals or something. But it's also a really fun one. So in this one, it has you going, it's usually a transport thing. I think every single time I've done it, it's been like a prisoner transport thing where you go there, you take out the people doing the transport, and instead of freeing the captive, you kill them. You just execute them. And it's decently fun and unique in that way because it's kind of brutal if you think about it. You're being hired by one of these people to go track someone down. It kind of makes you feel like maybe you're in the mob or something and you're taking someone out that's in witness protection program or something. But whatever your motives for wanting to do it, it's a combat-based mission. It doesn't usually require you to do a bunch of extraneous tracking and stuff that are just stupid things used to pad the runtime. It's usually just a quick combat thing where you're able to take out someone and, kind of makes you feel like a mobster. So that's why the Early Execution free roam mission takes the first spot on my list. So the second mission we're going to be talking about is the Bushwhack mission. This mission type is offered by Anthony Foreman, Black Bell, Joe, Mama Watson, Sean McGuire, James Langton, and Shaky. So the Bushwhack mission is one that you don't need low honor to do, so that's why it's a one that I think I like to have a mix of them on here because not everybody is running around with low honor all the time. But this one is real simple. It says commandeer vehicles from the open road. So basically you're going to be either hiding in an area waiting for vehicles to come along or just chasing them up. You take out the people driving them. You can do it non-violently if you want, lasso them in hog time or whatever, knock them out with your gun, or just blast them open with a shotgun, whichever one sounds the most fun. And then you just take the vehicles and go. I find it far more entertaining and fun to play than like the stolen wagon ones or wagon theft or whatever, those type of ones where it's just the theft. This one includes violence. So that's why the Bushwhack mission is actually quite a bit more fun than quite a lot of the other stranger missions. So that's why Bushwhack takes the number 2 spot. So at number 3, we have Caravan Escort. This mission type is offered by the strangers Alden, Trelawney, Angus, Bonnie McFarlane, and Sheriff Freeman. So this one's also definitely a great one, not only just because it's fun, but also because from wherever you are on the map, it's almost certainly going to be one that you're pretty close to because almost every train station has either a Angus Angus or an Alden at it that you can get this one from. But the Caravan Escort mission is very simple. You protect valuable caravans from ambush. So basically you just ride shotgun on a wagon and you kill bad guys as you're riding along. It's fun, it's combat based, and it allows you to get those ever sought after kills while riding as a passenger on a coach or wagon. I definitely enjoy this one. Makes me feel like I'm riding shotgun on maybe a stagecoach or something like that important, or just protecting, obviously, valuables, as it says in the description there. So I enjoy it. Like I said, it's combat based and it's a lot of fun. So that is why Caravan Escort takes the number 3 spot. So at number 4, we have Rescue. And the Rescue mission is only offered by 3 different people. You've got Trelawney here in Rhodes, Hamish Sinclair, who will either be up here by Oakray's Run or over by Katora Springs, depending on where you run into him, but he'll be available at either of those locations. And then, of course, Jake or Sadie Adler, depending who's there at the time. It always says Jake, but for me, Sadie's always the person that I'm getting missions from. But any of those 3 people are going to offer you the ability to do a rescue mission. And I actually genuinely enjoy the rescue missions, at least most of the time. Now, generally speaking, what I get from here is you go to a location and there's some bad guys holding someone captive. You got to kill the bad guys without the captive dying, and oftentimes I like to do it in a stealth sort of way because I'm trying to treat it as sort of realistic, even though they don't normally cap the captive, or like the captive doesn't die in the crossfire, but I like to do it for stealth just for fun. Every once in a while you'll have it where you have to actually track them, follow clues and that sort of stuff, and that's annoying. I don't like that mission type. But all the rest of the time, so like 95% of the time I've done this one, you just go to a place, you kill a bunch of bad guys, and you save the person that's captive. I think it's a lot of fun. It's definitely more fun than just killing a person, like going there and killing a bunch of people, because there's actually some sort of an objective that makes sense, other than, you know, presumably the person that hired you doesn't like those people. So I like the rescue mission. Like I said, it's only available from Trelawney, Hamish Sinclair, and Sadie Adler. This is another one that does not require low honor, so you can do it anytime. So I like the rescue one, and that takes the number 4 spot. Okay, so number 5, we have Early Release. And this mission type is available from Black Bell, Joe, Flacco or Flaco, I'm not sure, Hernandez, Mama Watson, and James Langton. So unlike Early Execution, Early Release is not a low honor one, so you can do this one with high honor. Like I said, you can get it from Black Bell, Joe, Flacco, Hernandez, Mama Watson, and James Langton, so kind of all over the map. And it just says rescue prisoners from the hand of the law. So much like Early Execution, this one sees you tracking down a prisoner, usually in a wagon or held in a camp somewhere, something like that, and freeing them. And now this one is another one that you can either go in guns a-blazing, like I almost exclusively do, and just kill all the lawmen and then release the captive, or you can go in, and I've done it where you either take out a few and then just release them and sneak out of the camp secretly, go in and stealth, kill them all, and then release the prisoner. Whatever you like doing, it usually includes combat. But this one, again, like the Early Execution one, sees you freeing usually a bad guy. So here, instead of executing someone that's maybe in the witness protection program, I like to think of this one as, getting your accomplice out, or getting that person's accomplice out. Maybe they were involved in some sort of a high-stakes crime and one of them got pinched, and the person that you're getting the mission from is actually honorable enough to care about their partner that got pinched, or maybe they just don't want them squealing. Whatever the case is, I like the early release. It's fun to play, especially if you're role-playing as a criminal, which you are in this game, at least most of the time. I think this mission is a lot of fun to play. So at number 6 for the best Stranger missions, we have Paid Killing. You can get from the Strangers Sean McGuire, Black Bell, James Langton, and Shaky. And now it should be noted that for some of these people, such as Anthony Foreman and Sean McGuire, they have multiple locations where they spawn, and Hamish Sinclair. I think there's only a few of them that do it. But for those of them that do, the missions that they have available will be slightly different. Like, there'll be crossover, but maybe one of the missions won't be available. Just keep that in mind. If you don't see the mission I'm talking about at the spot where they're at, then just go to the other one. But for the people who only have the one spot, like Black Bell, she's always in that cabin south of Rhodes there. You can always just go to them if it's more dependable that way. But it's really a small detail and only affects a few of the people. But for Paid Killing, we really have a simple mission. It says dispatch targets with a price on their head. So this one I like to pair with a certain character that I have, where I'll put on a black suit, red tie, shave my head, and use my 2 silver-plated volcanic pistols. And I just go take them out with all discretion. So it's kind of fun to to be an assassin, and that's all paid killing is. There's nothing else to it. There's no other motive. You're not stealing something, you're not destroying something, you're not freeing someone. You're just going to kill people who need killing. And that's why paid killing is a fun mission. It's fun to roleplay as an assassin, especially in the Old West, where I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty easy to get away with it. So that is why paid killing takes the number 6 spot. And then finally for the number 7 spot, we have the Jailbreak Stranger mission. This mission you can get from Mama Watson, the boy at his Valentine location, and Sean McGuire, but not when he's up here by Manzanita Post, only when he's over here by Quaker's Cove. He'll be located like right here. He doesn't have the Jailbreak mission when he's up here by Manzanita Post, but he does have it when he's over by Quaker's Cove. So from any 3 of those people, you can get the Jailbreak Stranger mission. And so as it shouldn't be too hard to guess what a jailbreak mission would be, you break known criminals out of prison. So this one I definitely really enjoy, because who doesn't enjoy breaking someone out of prison? It generally, I mean, it can be either out of a prison wagon, which it usually is, but I've also had it be where you go into a town, usually it's one of the smaller towns, but you just break someone out of prison in there. But like I said, it's usually just like a prison transport wagon. Either way, it's a similar sort of thing to the early release or something like that, but it just sees you taking out a bunch of lawmen and accomplices, sometimes bounty hunters, whatever the case may be, and freeing whoever your accomplice or their accomplice is from captivity. It's a lot of fun. Has a little bit of combat, and it sees you getting some more criminals back on the street, which is really what being a criminal is all about. So that's the top 7 for the best Stranger missions, at least in my opinion in the game. Now, I feel like most people will agree, because a lot of the other Stranger missions just are not that good, but all of these ones are very replayable. I find them entertaining every single time I do them, and it's one of the first things that I'll do if I find myself wandering around with not much to do. But with all that in mind, if you like this video, definitely leave a like rating on it, as it helps me out in the algorithm and shows people that it's a good video, and it also shows me that you like the content, and so therefore I'm likely to make more of it. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, maybe you want to tell me which Stranger mission is your favorite, or if you disagree with any of the ones I put on here or anything like that, definitely leave it down in the comment section below. And of course, lastly, if you haven't already and you enjoy my content, I definitely invite you to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, as it's very helpful to me and helps the channel grow, and it also helps you stay up to date on all the content I release on a daily basis. And if you like this, you'll probably like that, because my content is very consistent. So with all that in mind, thanks a ton for watching, and have a nice day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.